Hey guys, what's going on? Kai the Casual here, back with the final predictions video of the year. Super excited for this one. And we're coming to the end. We're not going to have any AEW pay-per-views for a little while after this, so I'm definitely going to enjoy tomorrow's show. This video is going to come out at a weird time. My apologies, but with the holidays and all, but the grind does not stop. So I'm going to try a little bit of a different filming style here. We got the Christmas lo-fi in the background. Let's do this. So number one, my first prediction for World's End. Let me bring up my list here. We have Darby Allin versus Gabe Kidd. Really, bit of a slow build up here, but they did play off the fact that Gabe Kidd was the one who set the table on fire at our last pay per view. Actually, sorry, not pay per view, TV special, Blood and Gut. So I think they use the excuses of like Darby's still hurt, he's still recovering from the C2, he's recovering from blood and guts and all these things. The dude's banged up. This could be a coming out party for Gabe Kidd, and I think I'm gonna lock in Gabe Kidd to win this match, just because I think they want to give him something. You know what I mean? Like, hey, thanks for coming over from New Japan and helping us out. I'm locking in Gabe Kidd, and I'm sure about that. I think we could see a big heroes come back from Darby too, but now let's have some fun. I got Gabe Kidd. Next up, we have FTR versus the Bang Bang Gang. Guns up. I like those guys. Chicago street fight. They said they grew up 30 miles out of the Chicago area, so you think they'd have the advantage. But I don't think it's time for FTR to lose the titles yet. Yeah, we're locking that in. FTR retains, and let's move on to our next one. All right, this is a interesting name for this. We have the Mixed Nuts Mayhem match featuring Wheeler Yuta, Daniel Garcia, Claudio Castagnoli, and Marina Shafir. So it looks like Death Riders, they're not caught up in the C2 anymore. Versus the Conglomeration featuring Tony Storm. Well, also featuring Roderick Strong because he's not a part of the Conglomeration. Mark Briscoe and Orange Cassidy for the Conglomeration. I'm actually picking the Death Riders for this. I'm going to tell you why. I think Roderick Strong was the guy who attacked Mark Briscoe a while back. He's always been denying that he's not a member of the Conglomeration, and I think he did that to come to the rescue of his buddy Kyle O'Reilly. He might turn on them. The Death Riders get the upper hand, and the Death Riders win. Don't know if that's gonna happen, but I'm locking it in. The Death Riders win. Locking it in. Locking it in. Yep. Okay, so this part is going to be a bit longer than the others because we're pretty much booking the finale of the C2 here. So, our final matches are Konosuke Takeshita in the semifinal versus Kazuchika Okada. And in the other semifinal of the Continental Classic, we have Kyle Fletcher versus Jon Moxley, both of which are set up to be bangers. So let me predict all three of these matches, okay? I'll start with Kyle and Jon. Kyle Fletcher's just been the banger machine during this whole thing. I think he's lost one match. I got Kyle Fletcher moving on to the finals. Next up, this is going to end up being a Don Callis family fight. Okada or Takeshita. Now, we know these guys have had some beef in the last few times they've had to team up. They've constantly been building up Okada as the greatest tournament wrestler ever. And I think this is the start of a serious rivalry, not the ending. So I got Okada winning to move on against Kyle Fletcher and beating Kyle Fletcher in the final, meaning he doesn't lose his Continental Championship and he keeps his unified championship together. And I'm locking it in, throwing it away the key. I think they like Okada too much. This is my thought. I think yep. I'm no take backsies. I'm locking it in. All right, we have 3 more title matches to get to, so let's get to it. The tag team champions of the Babes of Wrath. Oh my goodness, I love that they keep putting them together. Athena and Mercedes Moné, and this is sure to be a bang. I'm super excited for this one. Very excited. I do not care what people say about Mercedes Hogan. She's not Mercedes Hogan. Please, people, stop doing that. I mean, I've seen people drop off. So let's keep it casual. Let's. She's done good. There's a reason why she's PWI Wrestler of the Year for the women. Anyway, I think Mercedes and Athena have been doing their thing, but we really need to establish the Babes of Wrath in their title run. Maya World and Hyon, they put on a good show against them, I believe last night. But they really need to solidify themselves as a team against some really good talent. So why not Mercedes and why not Athena, right? So I'm locking it in. The Babes of Wrath retain their championships. I also think that they should lose. Side note: I think they should lose their championships in the future, far future, to an actual tag team because technically Athena and Mercedes are not an actual tag team. But anyway, so I'm locking it in. Babes of Wrath retain. Let's move on to Chris Statlander and Jamie Hayter. Now I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not all that hyped for the build of this match, but these are 2 of AEW's best, so I am hyped to see the match. The build was to me. But I don't think this is the time for Chris Statlander to lose her championship. I do think this will be a fun match, but I'm locking in that Chris retains. Yeah, I'm locking that in. Okay, and last but definitely not least, we have the AEW Men's World Championship being defended by Samoa Joe against Hangman Adam Page, the former champ. Former champ himself, Swerve Strickland, and former champ himself, inserting himself into this, making it a 4-way, MJF. Let me just say this. Happy Hanukkah. Because I've got MJF taking the belt here. Go home math. If let me put you guys on game. This isn't always the rule, okay? But if you watch the go home show for pay-per-view or PLE in the case of WWE, whoever's this isn't a rule, okay? But whoever's not at the top of the segment of a promo or a match, they're probably the winner. Maybe. It's not a rule, okay? It's just a little thing that tends to happen sometimes. So I'm locking it in that MJF. Yeah, I'm positive. I'm gonna lock it in. MJF wins the AEW championship and brings back the big Burberry belt. Athena already failed in cashing in her casino contract. We can't have MJF fail his cash in too. So I'm locking it in. Let me know your predictions down below in the comment section. Guys, thank you for a great year. I think this is going to be the last video of this year. We're still going to be doing Kai's Top 5 as shorts and reels. So follow on social media. We're currently on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, of course, right here on YouTube. And yeah, guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Thank you for a good year. And I cannot wait for that vlog to come out. I had a lot of fun at Saturday's main event for John Cena's last match. Despite all the tears in the building and the boos and It was a good show. To be there in person was awesome. And meeting you guys in person was really cool. But anyway, I've prattled on enough. You guys know the drill. Enjoy pro wrestling. Wait a minute. I forgot to say, I love you. Thank you again for a good year. So I love you. Enjoy pro wrestling. And for the love of pro wrestling, keep it casual.